For the 6th round of the iGP Manager AOR League, the managers were on the streets of Monaco, where qualifying is everything, and with low temperatures, the super soft compound was the tire of choice for all 16 teams. The all-important pole position went to the youngest competitor in the league, Chandler Saita, who started alongside Jose Navarro. Meanwhile, the championship leaders of Peter Mann, Nicolas Morales, and Nicolas Carrasco were starting from 10th, 6th, and 3rd, respectively. On the opening lap, there were no changes of position in the top 3, but Peter Mann gained a number of positions getting into P7. By the start of lap 5, and while Peter Mann slipped back down the order, the pack was catching up to Saito with lots of boost usage and DRS, while Morales nearly drained his boost entirely to move into 5th ahead of Cesar Navarro. End of lap 9 and the first pit stop was underway for Felix Cabanes, who equipped another set of super softs, possibly revealing that the tire wear was worse than initially expected. At the end of lap 10, our suspicions were confirmed as the top 5 drivers all came into the pits while Nicolas Morales continued for another lap. It wasn't until the end of lap 13 that we saw Morales come into the pits, and at exactly 1/3 distance, it seemed he would only be stopping one more time and was looking like a strong contender for the win in Monaco. End of lap 20, and again the majority of the frontrunners were visiting the pits, confirming a 3-stop strategy for the vast majority of the field. Lap 26 and Morales was into the pits for his second and final stop. Saita had been catching him, and with one more stop still to make for the American, the next few laps would be crucial for both managers. Lap 30 and the leaders were all in for their final stop, and as Morales came down the DRS straight, he narrowly edged out Saita for the net lead of the race. Morales didn't have much boost remaining, however, while Saita had quite a bit more, and also had the benefit of fresher tires, meaning the battle would come right down to the wire. By the penultimate lap, Saita had closed back up to Morales with the Argentinian's tires starting to fall off the cliff. Morales deployed the rest of his boost in the final corner, and while Saita got the DRS, it wasn't enough to move him past Morales, and while he continued to push hard for the remainder of the final lap, the pace difference just wasn't enough, and Morales claimed the victory with Saita in second and Jose Navarro getting his first podium of the season, and the 2 Spanish managers of Carrasco and Cabanes rounding out the top 5. In the championship standings, Morales takes the lead by a huge margin after a lower points finish for Peter Mann, who drops to 2nd place, and with Carrasco now just 3 points behind him. A mediocre race for Cesar Navarro sees him hold on to 4th in the standings, while the big winners this week were Chandler Saita and Jose Luis Navarro, who moved up to 5th and 11th respectively. New manager Valentin Cordier replaced Kevin Gonzalez this week and scored 1 point on his debut to move into 14th.